2 billion Muslims of the world have their own will celebrate the biggest festival Eid in which 57 countries of the world mean. All these businesses, schools, courts in countries sub-something will stop, and the world's big leaders will give a happy day. And not just this, but the world's big businesses will be absolutely shaken. But why? What is the meaning of this being the end? All this in the whole world is just and only would be because of a human being named Ibrahim Salam. Aaj se takriban 4,000 sal. Ibrahim Alaihis, or the first Iraq territory. Salam was born this no common city, rather a very strong of that age, and the important city was the idea of it may be imposed that 4,000 years before today. When Ibrahim Salam was populated in this city, even today at a temple city of the same time present, which is called Jigra of it. There are buildings that still have to be built. There will be very difficult and expensive work and so on. United by copying building-shaped kingdom is secret agency. A6 has its headquarter made, Ibrahim Salam Kaur. Being born in city just for thousands of years, Torah was written in. But from today, Takriban, Iraq, to scientist in 193. 100 years ago, something very important from the same area of tablets were found, in which Sasafsaf Isior city is repeatedly mentioned in the scientist Instanox. And after seeing Kajano, the world now, a lot of scientists believe this too, are that it. City are the of that age. The most powerful and biggest city was the means Ibrahim Salam. In a small village, not but the world's strongest at that time were born in city, as if someone today be born in New York, and also in this city. Ibrahim Salam, not in any common household, rather in a very powerful man's house were born who's king of that city. Very close relationship with but Ibrahim from Salam Jawani. Only at all in this city were not happy, and always of this city scholars and ulma were quarreling with, because people in this city instead of a god used to worship a lot of booths, and the strongest fetish in these booths was the firearm, who considered it to be the greatest god, and these in this city for the worship of all the booths. A lot of temples were made out of which an edge I said so plush temple even today exists in the world. One day Abraham hats off to your people, a very important a temple of this city to explain point went inside and took an open and all these boots, except all the big fetish. And then that Kulani is the biggest fetish, by putting up and moving from there when this city's, people came and saw everything that was straight. Ibrahim went to Al-Salam, then Ibrahim Salam said, maybe this big fetish has got angry with these men. That's why he killed these Sarahs, he said it. What are you saying? Fetish can do a little bit, is so said. Ibrahim Salam exactly. When you know these do not do anything, then why asking for these but this? All these were so angry at the point that he made Ibrat to Ibrahim. Al-Salam won with the help of the king of that city for prepared a huge fire. Now a confusion is that it was Emperor Namrood, and/or there was someone other than Namrood. Because Torah and in both the Quran the emperor's Namrood ka koi mention nahi hai, ab jo bhi ho Namrood, or whatever king of that city he had that called all the people of city and there lit a very big fire in front, it's so big. The fire was that people Ibrahim Salam in it can't even go close to it to throw. That's why he told Ibrahim Salam a catbird for them to throw away, or prepared something so that them away to be thrown away from, was watching a huge crowd, which at that time the world's most powerful people and all this support, Ibrahim Salam in crowd, there was no one to do except a man, Ibrahim Salam, his nephew Lot Salam, which exist inside this crowd as soon as the whole, if the preparations are complete, throw in the fire, Abraham Salam, just before he left. And just said the same thing just for me, Allah is enough. And finally, Ibrahim he threw salam towards the fire. But Ibrahim Salam is the world's perfect in front of the strongest people, Salamat, running out of this fire. Seeing this, All the people of this city are very surprised. How could it be but it's? Then all this people were so scared that they never again harm Ibrahim Salam. Not only trying to deliver this much arse later, Ibrahim Salam to this area, leaving his wife Sarah and his nephew Lot, Palestine with Salam in that era, Kainan was said to have left his side again. Lot Salam accept these one another city, and we are again. If you do not want to do anything, please do not reply to this message, Ibrahim Salam. That's it. After Salam left with his family in the Palestinian area, started living inside here, very much became well stable, means Jews. The book Torah reads that Ibrahim more than 300 at the same time near Salam. There were servants, but such a great property and so on. Know of Ibrahim Salam, Eve.